Alright guys, I wanted to go ahead and give you another video showing off a computer that I currently have for sale that is on my website as well as posted all throughout. So if you're in Knoxville and you're looking for a getting started type gaming rig, then this just may be for you. So I want to go ahead and start by saying that this is a full-size ATX case, which means you can put a full-size ATX motherboard, and the easiest way to usually tell that is you can see by the number of PCI slots it actually has, a total of 8, I believe that would be. Sorry, 7, which means that a full-size ATX board will fit in here if you're looking for SLI setup. Now, the cool thing about this build in general is that although it is a very basic build that you're starting out with, it has plenty, and when I say plenty, I mean plenty of room for expandability. As you can see, you can have up to 4 total drive bays up front here. The big thing about this is the motherboard. As you can see, it is a aftermarket or just a motherboard you're not going to find in a pre-built system, basically. This is a DH67BL board by Intel. Now, this is a socket that will support 2nd and 3rd gen Intel Core processors. The current processor in here is going to be a Intel Core i7-2600. And that is a 3.4 gigahertz quad-core processor that goes up to 3.8 gigahertz turbo. It is hyper-threaded, so you're getting 8 logical cores total. Next to that, you have 4 individual DDR3 slots, which supports up to 8 gigabytes per slot, meaning that's a maximum of 32 gigabytes of RAM. Currently in this system, though, is 8 gigabytes, which is, as you can see, quad channel, so that's 2 gigabyte sticks in all 4 slots. That gives you the best bandwidth for that 8 gigabytes. And then currently in the GPU slot is just a very basic R7-240 graphics card. That's an AMD card with 4 gigabytes of DDR3 video memory. And like I said, guys, this is a very basic card. You'll get to see some use of that here in a minute, but don't expect much from it. The main benefit of this system, especially at the price point, is the fact that it has plenty of expandability. It has a basic power supply in it now, but you can upgrade the graphics card. You can get a 3rd generation Intel Core i7 or i5 that could be unlocked. I forgot to mention this board does support overclocking ability. So with an unlocked processor, the potential for how much power you can squeeze out of this thing is nearly endless. And you could, of course, get a bigger power supply. And as you do that, you will add a bundle of wires here. And I wanted to take off this back panel to show you there is indeed back access for routing of cables and stuff that you can channel through these front ports, these little slots down here. And that's going to give you a very clean look. If I show you the side panel here that covers the components, you can see we have an individual cup that sits over the processor to give it its own independent source of cool air, and then we have some perforation along the front and the bottom here. This is especially good for a graphics card. You could probably even mount a small fan there to blow directly onto the graphics card. So the possibilities for this are indeed endless, with the potential that you have for upgrades here. I mean, if you're looking to start off small and build up to it, then you can definitely not go wrong with choosing this option. Now, with that in mind, if we turn over here, the included monitor is a ViewSonic 19-inch. It's 1440 by 900. That's the resolution. And I'll go ahead and close the video off here, showing you some gameplay to show that although this card is basic, it can run a game such as Fortnite. And I typically use Fortnite kind of as like a basis for anybody who wants to get an idea, just because this game is free and it does require a decent amount of graphical power behind a computer in order to effectively run. So we're going to show that here. The current settings for this, and I'll see if it'll let me show you real quick, are, as you can see, all on low, and we have the display resolutions set to 1440 by 900. And everything else is there. So this will give you an idea of how well it runs. We do have a frame counter, although you may not be able to see it with how small it is on the screen. But being a 1440 by 900p resolution, that's not quite 1080p, but it is above 720p. So although it's not going to be that clear for the size, it's perfect, and that also helps with games like this because it's not having to push such a hard resolution in order to maintain it. So basically, we are in the little area here now. and you can see that it is hovering right at about 30 FPS, no problem. It might dip to 29 or 28, but it doesn't appear to actually go any lower than that. And I think this is also because technically this is above the current resolution. So if we try to set that right, so we'll set it to 92% resolution, because this is actually the highest that you'll see. So if this is above it, it's going to slow it down unnecessarily. So we'll set that to where it matches that correctly, and that should help just balance out the frames. So you can see there we're getting about 26, 27 here as we load into the big map. And I'll go ahead and finish off the rest of this video with just some gameplay, so you guys enjoy. Alright, and that looks like a good point. So, thank you all for watching. I do hope you enjoyed this video. And if you are in the Knoxville area, definitely check this computer out if you're interested in buying it. Feel free to contact me. You can go to itsallmade.com or facebook.com/itsallmade. And you can check out other products I have for sale too. And once again, thanks for watching. Y'all have a great day.